안녕.
Hello.
John, my husband. You want to introduce yourself?
You already did. Thank you.
That's it, yeah. We've been together for 3 years, and the third anniversary was right last week. Now we been together as a married couple for 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So we're newly married and we are based in Canada, Vancouver. We are gonna just talk about our story. So let's get started.
Let's roll it. What's the first question? So we met on Bumble.
Dating app
Yep.
in 2022.
We went on our first date a week after of texting back and forth. We exchanged our Instagram and we went to a restaurant in Vancouver.
We don't really have script for this video, so we're just doing whatever comes to our mind. So let me talk about how I started Bumble.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. I came to Canada for studying English in general. I was just doing part-time job at a cafe. Not many friends here, like neither Korean nor non-Korean friends here in Vancouver. I'm kind of like extroverted and extroverted person. I'm not really passionate to go out every day. I had to just study English, and that was my first goal and the main goal to be here in Canada for a year. And after actually break up with my ex-boyfriend, my loneliness intensified. I have really no friends to talk to very comfortably about my thoughts, my life. That's how I started Bumble app. Just like girlfriends as a real friend and boys as well. When I set my account, I put it like casual setting because at the time I thought casual means literally just casual, like I just want to be your friend, not like I'm looking for a serious relationship or something. I thought if I pressed a serious relationship in the setting, I thought that would indicate that I am looking for a person to get married. That's what I thought. So I didn't want to look too serious on this app, but it didn't mean that I just want to hook up or just want to date, just random date. I didn't have that intention at all. That's why I started Bumble. Unlike him, he was using Bumble very seriously to look for a serious relationship, right? Real girl to be with forever. On Bumble, girls are supposed to send a message first to men to start conversation officially, right? So I sent a message to him first, like, "Hi, John. I'm Senna," like that. And he was very responsive, actually. He was texting so much to me and found it very fun to talk to him. And he was the person over the message, very easy to talk to. And I got to tell that he was trying his best to continue our conversation, like by asking some questions to me. What made you come to Canada? What are you doing here? All kinds of questions.
Yeah, I was genuinely interested.
And then one day he was asking about my setting, my account setting, why I put casual. So are you looking for a casual relationship? So like that. So that's why I explained to him literally. So casual means literally like this like hookup or casual relationship.
Just casual dating. Like
Casual
nothing
dating.
serious.
Yeah, nothing serious at all. So I said, "Oh no, don't get me wrong. That's just not my intention." So blah blah blah. I explained. So he said, "Oh, then you are also looking for a serious relationship." So I said, "Potentially, potential. If I find a great person, I am willing to." We texted a lot. Some of them were very weird. Their intention to use Bumble app was very obvious. This is one.
Hookup.
Yeah, hook up basically. So that's why I didn't really go with meeting people that I texted on Bumble in person because I was very worried and I was very nervous. I got to tell he is a nice person on a message, but still, I still have to be cautious of meeting this guy in person, right? We met at a Vietnamese restaurant. At first, my first impression on him was a little bit intimidating. But when I saw him, he looked serious. A serious Russian face. Shoot, I think it's not gonna be working. But over dinner, we had conversations, and that was my misunderstanding. He seemed to be very nice. You were sweet.
And I felt like we really clicked on that day. After dinner, we went out for a walk at a park, and we talked about so many different things. I don't know. I truly felt something about her that I haven't felt for anyone before. and I knew that I want to continue seeing her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just felt like my person. I think I even told you on that day. I felt like we've known each other for a long
Even
time.
on the first date.
Yeah, on that first date, I felt like we were so close.
So I asked him like, "Oh, I'm gonna go use the washroom," and then he said no. And then it was first joke that he made. So I laughed actually. After that, I felt a little bit comfortable to talk to him and to look at him because the restaurant was very quiet. We were eating pho. You know, it's a noodle, right? He literally made a zero sound, zero noise. I was like, what is this polite guy? I've never met this type of person who doesn't make any sound while eating noodles. I was shocked. I also don't like when our conversation is too loud that other people can also hear
Oh
our
yeah, I
conversation.
don't like that
And
either.
then he was very quiet, but sometimes he was too quiet. So I was like, sorry, can you repeat that again? I can tell he's a very cautious person. That we went to a park, taking a walk there, and then took a seat at the bench. I don't know how long it lasted. We talk a lot there. Parked somewhere in downtown, and then we started talking in the car. He was asking me about my school, my major. Definitely, I was so struggling with English. Yeah, like explaining about all the information about me in English. But he kept waiting. He was so patient. He was like, "No, it's okay." He encouraged me to continue, so I felt very comfortable to speak to you.
But I honestly thought your English was really good. I was impressed with your. At that time, you've only been in Canada for like
6 months.
6 months, and your English was already so good. I was like, how did you manage to learn all that in such a short period of time?
So I said I studied a lot while staying in Canada for 6 months. Just I already talked about this in my previous videos, where how I studied English. I literally just studied English every day in the evening or in the morning, before shift, after work. Studied a lot. So he encouraged me and he kept complimenting me
Mm-hmm.
like my English. This encouragement gave me such confidence to continue. And he didn't even hold my hand, just we didn't have any physical touch on the
Mm-hmm.
first date. Ooh.
I didn't want to just jump into anything serious.
That was our long story about our first date, how we met. Okay, so next, how we started relationship. Actual relationship. Was it on our second date?
Yep.
Second date. Do you think it's too early to start a relationship? First, I'm an impatient person, and as long as I have a strong feeling for someone, I'm okay with starting. And he gave me that assurance.
Mm-hmm.
It was very obvious that he likes me and I like him. I wanted to continue seeing him. On the second date, after his work, he came to see me. I was curious, like non-Koreans, when Western people or you, how you start relationship. Like how do you know I become your girlfriend? How you become my boyfriend? And I gave an example in Korea. You have to say, do you want to be my girlfriend? This type of proposal. There should be proposal to start relationship.
Very cute. Very
And
innocent.
and then what he said to me was like, "Is it for teenagers, like elementary school?" He said it's a elementary school thing. No way, but still, for me, I need that confirmation. I need this. So he's kind of like making silly face and half joke, maybe half seriously. Do you want to be my girlfriend? In the car with this face. Yeah. So I was like, are you serious? That's how we started relationship. So he followed the Korean way for me.
After we finished, I dropped you off at the SkyTrain station, and right before you left, we kissed. That was our first kiss.
Real light kiss.
Sure, sure. But still, it was our first kiss, whatever
Yeah.
it was. Of course.
Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
Well, I mean, obviously there will be cultural differences because me being Russian Canadian or being
Full Korean.
full Korean, I was only being in Canada on a holiday work visa. You can feel it pretty much everywhere, right? I mean, the foods that we eat, language, like what things we say, how we address parents, people who are older than us, the hierarchy in the Korean culture. It's about respect in their culture, and I mean here we respect people here as well, obviously, but it's a bit different in how it is in Korean culture. How I'm supposed to address, let's say, your parents, because they're obviously older and they're your parents. Can't really call them by their name, for example, right? You
It's
have
gonna
to.
be so funny if it calls my parents as their name. Hijung, Soyeon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's gonna be so funny.
yeah. Whereas in the West, it's not disrespectful to call people by their name. It's just their name. Like, why would it be disrespectful, right?
I taught him how to call my parents respectfully in a Korean way, like 어머님, 아버님. What I have seen so far is he doesn't really call my parents.
Yeah.
He doesn't call my parents. Do you feel awkward?
It's unnatural for me. That's the issue. So for me, I need to get used to it to actually use it on a daily basis.
He's working on it.
I can't do it without thinking, right? I literally have to like think about it and then do it. So it can only come with time.
And then he was also staying in Korea. I've got two older sisters as well as brother-in-laws. They're all married. In this hierarchy in family, you're supposed to call my brother-in-law 형님. Technically, he is older than my second brother-in-law. He's 2 years younger than him, but still he has to respect him.
I'm considered the junior, just because
He's married to the youngest one in family.
I still don't understand that.
Oh yeah,
It's still weird.
it's not too serious.
Well, also the other thing that I noticed in regards to cultural differences is, for example, when we talk and I might say something and she would understand differently. Like she would take it in the wrong way.
Does it have something to do with my English?
No, it's definitely more of a cultural thing because maybe in Korean that would have been rude or maybe unacceptable, but in English it's alright. I mean, it's not rude or whatever. We're going to continue tackling throughout our marriage. Certain things will come up eventually.
I find it here using more direct statements. When you want your partner to notice something that I want, for example, for me, I wouldn't say it's a typical Korean thing. It's me. I want him to notice without telling him. It could be a very simple thing. Do you want to eat this? I ask him because I want to eat, but he's saying no, I don't want.
That's just honestly, that's not a cultural thing. But
K 눈치. He doesn't have K 눈치.
But women do that too. Like in any culture, women do that.
Okay.
Instead of just being direct, they're just
It's
saying,
a woman culture.
It's a woman culture, yes. It's just say directly. I want to eat this. Okay, fine. Let's go get it. There's no need to making an indirect statement about what you want.
There's also one more cultural difference. Like as a Korean, we love to eat this, and after eating this, we're supposed to eat this, blah blah, as a dessert. We have this process, like steps for our whole meal. For example, we grill pork belly. When you eat pork belly, if you feel like naengmyeon, he doesn't really know the best combination, like samgyeopsal and naengmyeon. It has to be a combo. It's a combo. After grilling pork belly, I feel like fried rice. You have to make kimchi fried rice. Just like chop some kimchi and then just mix it with rice and then make a fried rice.
And that's a dessert.
And a cheese on top. Yeah, that's called dessert in Korea. But he was like, you just finished your meal, then why are you eating another meal now?
It's not a dessert for us in the West. Like red beans are used like certain Asian desserts. Well, I don't understand how can you really use that for a dessert? That doesn't really make sense to me.
Good thing is he's not really picky about food.
No.
So he eats whatever I make. Usually I make Korean foods a lot, very often, because this is the recipe that I know. And he's learning to handle spicy food.
Yeah, when I first started eating spicy food, I wasn't able to. It was too much for me.
I love spicy food.
I know, yeah. But even now, there's a certain level I can handle. Anything beyond that level just kills me. I can't.
Russian food or Western food tastes salty rather than sweetness, right? So he can't really stand sweetness in food.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, I don't really like meat foods that are supposed to be salty, sweet.
This is not something we can compromise because we've got a lot of sweet food in Korea.
Yeah, lots of sugar.
Oh, bulgogi. Bulgogi is also pretty sweet. Sweet potatoes pizza.
Oh, sweet Korean pizza? I don't understand.
피자 스쿨에 고구마 피자가 얼마나 맛있는데?
I don't understand that.
So this time we're going to Korea. I'm gonna feed him sweet potato pizza. Next. So now that we are married,
Now we're not thinking like, oh, I'm paying or you're paying. It's
you know
like,
what you always say?
yeah, it's our money.
Your money is my money. My money is yours. So before marriage, back in 2022 when we just started our relationship, at the time he was full time and I had just part time at a cafe. I was a student, right? Just studying English. So he mostly paid, but here and there, I wanted to treat him as well. So we eat out, and I wanted to treat him coffees. I also paid at a restaurant, but I would say 80 to 90% was on him.
But I was really impressed with how you were, willing to pay a lot of the times. That really made me feel appreciated and that you really were into me. I knew it. Because yeah, I mean not everyone is like that. Some people just take advantage and use the other person's money and they don't
They
really
look at you as a pocket.
yeah, they just treat you
Wallet.
like a wallet. I paid for most of them, and I don't mind paying for dates, especially if the person is genuine and I can see my future with them. Yeah, just shows that you care. But being you as you are, the way you talk with me, and your personality and your dreams, I could see myself with you in the future, even if you didn't, offer to pay or whatever. Because really, it's not that of a big deal. I'm just saying, like, the fact that you were showing that you wanted to pay and you offered, it shows that you are serious and that you are a great person. For example, in Eastern European culture, yeah, the expectation is that the guy pays for dates. In the Western culture, like especially North America, it has changed a lot. And there's a lot of men who believe that it should be split 50-50.
Nowadays, it's so common in Korea too.
But again, everyone has different perspective. Everybody has different views on life. Really, really depends. But I guess there is some cultural influence on me from the Russian side. Because I do think that men should pay. But at the same time, I do appreciate when a woman offers to pay. I think it shows a lot about her as a person.
No matter what, appreciation matters the most. No matter who pays.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Everybody loves feeling appreciated.
Of course.
And everybody likes a thoughtful person.
Yeah, but since I came back to Canada last year and I got a full-time job here, didn't want him to have most of burdens regarding living expense. So I already consider him as my family. So I didn't want him to pay everything because rent fee, living expenses, eating out cost a fortune. So I was willing to pay half rent fee, which I think I have to. I don't see it's on him because he's a man. It's a place that I live and we live. There are two more questions. What do you like the most about each other?
You start.
You start.
Well, there's a lot of things.
Ooh.
First and most important is your thoughtfulness and care.
Oh.
Yeah. You're always thoughtful and you always make sure that I have everything that I need, that my needs are met in terms of food or helping me, let's say, get ready for work. Say, like, even something so simple like your bubbly personality. That's literally what I fell for. Your turn.
Is that it?
No, but you said the most.
The most, okay.
Right?
What I like the most about you is he's very mature. I learned a lot from you. I have changed a lot since I met him. It's not that he was trying to change me, but inspired me. You always give me inspiration when it comes to living. and adult life. He's an adult. I'm an adult, but
But I'm more.
it's not about your age. He's very silly when we're together without anyone. But because like some of my friends think you're such a this mature,
Serious person.
serious person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, yeah, he has that. He has the side, but then the other side, he's also very silly. Sometimes I was like, please stop it. How old are you? He's acting like 5 years old, but it's just joke, right? Even if he does some silly behaviors, it's not connected to immaturity or
That's right.
whatsoever.
That's right.
Oh, I've never seen immaturity in him. The way he thinks, the way he appreciate, or the way he treat me is very mature, very thoughtful. He's a very loving person. He's very expressive, way more than me.
Mm.
I'm admitting that. He expresses love every day, every single moment, every single second. So I really appreciate, and I'm learning. I'm learning how to express.
Yeah, just pausing for this video and then we'll continue after.
Yep. And then last question. What's gonna be our future?
Yeah, that's a very important question and still needs a lot of planning and thinking. Not something that, can be done easily, spontaneously. Personally, I love Korea, being there, and would definitely enjoy living there. There's so many things that we can do. I also love Canada, especially the nature in BC. It's very beautiful here. I'm used to Canada. I can imagine it's it's very difficult to get used to Korea and Korean way of life as somebody who grew up in the West, and especially I'm not even just Canadian. I'm also Russian, so there are a lot of different things in me in the way I grew up, and then now having to move to Korea and adjusting everything that I learn, and then learn new things, and most importantly learning a completely different language. So it's a challenge, but most of all the biggest challenge is finding employment, making money. For her it's not a problem because she's from Korea, she's Korean born. She'll probably be able to get a job in a Korean corporation. I'm seeing this issue for myself, finding a job. But definitely Korea would be something that I would consider if everything works out. I call Vancouver my home. Even with all the things that I like and dislike about it, it's still my home. But I'm not really afraid of moving to a different country as long as I have a good planning in place. What I'm going to do, how I'm going to build my life. Aside from that, what's really important is your family. It's important for you, and I think that it would also benefit me as well to be close to your family. That's why I would consider it.
Biggest could be only reason to move back to Korea
Is the
would be
family.
my family. That's the only reason.
The only one thing that I am really terrified of in Korea is Korean summer. That's it. I'm melting instantly. I can't.
And it's not that I fully love the culture of Canada, but I have some aspects of this culture that I love, that I like, and that I can fit in. For example, people don't really care about other people. Do you think so?
Everybody does their own thing. Like nobody really cares. It's like you can wear whatever you want. You can walk around.
Like literally indifference.
Yeah,
right?
There's
Indifference.
You can be a guy with hairy legs and wear a skirt, and no one's gonna bat an eye or say that this is weird. Nobody cares.
No.
And because there's so many different cultures here, so many different people, it's the perfect place for anybody who is considered, different. Like if you're not part of the country, if you're not born here, it's all right. No one's gonna care or judge, right? But in Korea, it's a homogeneous country, so everybody there is Korean, and it's not like there's a lot of foreigners. It's not like multiculturalism is not a thing there, so people may view you differently, and it's harder to fit in Korean society. Like you really have to be proficient in the language. You have to be really good at understanding the culture. Then maybe people will be able to accept you better. Here, nobody cares. You can be whatever you want, however you want to live, however you want to live. Nobody cares, and that's and that's what we kind of both like, because it's easier for us to fit in better. No need to please anyone. There you go. So
Done.
time to
Wrap
wrap
up.
this up.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe and like.